welcome back. I'm talking about sugar sensitivity, and this is video 2 of, I don't know yet. This is video 2 of sugar sensitivity, and let's get to it. Today we're going to talk about symptoms. So these are just signs, indications. If you have one or more of these, you may want to check out a book called Potatoes, Not Prozac. Here we go. So here's a list. I'm going to read it off. And then I'll probably talk about it intermittently. Okay, here are some signs that you may be sugar sensitive, and it may be a little bit confusing and a little off-putting because you wouldn't necessarily link these things to being sugar sensitive. But here we go. Low self-esteem. In a sugar addiction, so that's like inability to stop eating sugar once you start, or a constant craving of sugar. Now, sugar isn't just like white sugar, it's not just agave, it's not just sweet things, it's bread, it's carbohydrates, it's rice, and basically anything that ultimately turns into sugar when it's digested. A food addiction, so this is like anything like food cravings, not being able to stop eating, like let's say you always crave pizza, or you always crave ice cream, or you always crave like all these multiple different types of things and you eat them. Like you're not able to stop that voice inside of your head and that like internal craving that says, I need this. I've seen both ends of this, and like sometimes you can say, nah, I don't really need that, and then there's the food addiction in you that's like, I want all of it, and then you just like do it. And basically like an entire package of fill in the blank is gone, and you're like, dude, I don't even know what happened, like I just blacked out. If you don't eat at regular intervals, and you don't eat like a set number of meals a day. If you're born into alcoholic families and or are an alcoholic. Now, an alcoholic family could be like your dad's an alcoholic, or your brother or sister, or your mom may not be an alcoholic, but she loves sweets. That's actually my case. Or your mom could also be an alcoholic. You have alcoholic genes. So maybe your parents aren't alcoholics, but your grandfather is, or your uncles are, or it's part of your gene system. Now, in alcoholic families, sometimes it's not that easy to see what an alcoholic is. So this is somebody who has unpredictable behavior, somebody who has ups and downs, somebody who gets angry or frustrated for no apparent reason. If you have PTSD, like now, you're probably an anxiety and depression, low self-esteem, you most likely come from an alcoholic family. I'm not gonna try to categorize or like diagnose anybody, but I'm just saying, like from my own experience, like an alcoholic family is a very unpredictable, turbulent setting, and for a little kid to be exposed to that, you probably have grown up with that sort of trauma. So yeah, so like anxiety, depression, fatigue. Depression's like categorized by like fatigue, tiredness for no reason, confusion, a fogginess, a restlessness, irritability, unexpected anger. If you're pessimistic, if you act or behave different when you're drunk. So like if somebody, you can ask your friends, or you could even just look at your own behaviors. Do you feel more outgoing? Do you feel like you do things that you wouldn't do when you were sober? Do you talk to people that you wouldn't otherwise talk to? Are you like crazier? Do your friends not want to drink with you anymore? Like these are just some things that you can just look at in your own. Do you like feel much better after having a drink? Do you need a drink like to get over a hangover? Like these are all kind of things that like maybe you have like a problem. Emotional instability. If you're addicted to drama, so like people who are addicted to drama either cause turbulence in their lives or their relationships, or it's like self-sabotaging, or they cause fights for no reason, just to like get that little like spike of adrenaline going. If you're unable to lose weight or unable to gain muscle, like no matter how much you do with your diet and stuff, tendency to tough it out. So like this is one of the things that's really surprised me. I have a really high tolerance for pain. I have a tendency to like push through things that are really painful. I even emotionally painful things, like I try to convince myself that they're not that bad, or that I need to go through it, or that like I really like having chaos and turbulence in my life, even though like I really don't. These are all like, there are more. Eating when you're not hungry, that goes along with like the food addiction thing. So these are all like examples. There are plenty more, but these are from my own life and things that I've recognized about either me or my relationships and the people that I've been around. So hopefully that helps. I don't know. A lot of these can also go along with other stuff, right? Like low self-esteem, low self-confidence. But just like if this is ringing a bell for you, if you're either really off-put by it, like offended, or if you're really curious about it, then those are two indications that you probably need to look into it further. Oh, one more thing about the like signs of being sugar sensitive are like, do you ever go grocery shopping and you realize, like, I don't know if you have a housemate or whatever, or maybe you live at home and something that you notice is like you go through food faster than other people. Like you'll go to the grocery store and you'll just like in a couple days like all your food is gone, and you look at what else is in the fridge and it hasn't been eaten, or it hasn't been eaten as like fast as you're eating food, and you're like, I don't understand like what's going on. Like that's like probably another sign that you like are eating all the time or whatever. So check that out. Look into that. Anyways, all right. The next video is going to be about what happens with the brain and the body chemistry of a sugar sensitive person. So stay tuned for more. That is in video 3. Thank you for watching, and if you have any comments or questions, I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear about your own journey or your own experience in dealing with this, and I will see you guys soon on the next video. Thank you.